A lot of people think fixing their credit is all about getting negative items removed. And listen, I get it. When you look at your credit report and you see late payments, collections, charge offs, or high balances, the first thing you want gone is the bad stuff. That makes sense. But here's what I need people to understand: fixing your credit is not just about deleting negative items. Real credit improvement is about building a stronger financial foundation so your profile can stand on its own. Because even if something gets removed, that does not automatically mean your credit is strong. That's where a lot of people get confused. They think, if I can just get these collections off, I'm good. Not always. Because credit is bigger than just what got taken off your report. Your score is affected by your payment history, your balances, your utilization, your account mix, the age of your accounts, and your recent inquiries. So if you only focus on one piece, you can still be left with a weak profile. Let's make this simple. You can remove a negative item, but if your credit cards are maxed out, that's still hurting you. You can remove a collection, but if you have no open positive accounts reporting, that's still a problem. You can dispute a late payment, but if you keep missing payments moving forward, you're still not building the kind of profile lenders want to see. That's why I always tell people this. Credit repair is part of the process. Credit building is also part of the process, and financial structure matters too. You need the full picture. For some people, the first move is not opening anything new. The first move is paying down overutilized credit cards. If your cards are too close to the limit, your score can take a hit, even if you've been paying on time. High utilization tells the system you may be stretched too thin. So sometimes the best thing a person can do is stop chasing quick fixes and start lowering those balances. That alone can create movement. Then you have other people in a different situation. Maybe they don't have high balances, but they barely have any positive credit reporting. Maybe they have old negatives, but they don't have enough current healthy accounts helping them. In that case, the answer may be to start building new positive credit the right way. That could mean secured cards, starter cards, or adding the right type of account to improve the overall profile over time. So this is why there is no one-size-fits-all answer. Two people can both say, I need help with my credit, but the solution may be completely different for each one. One person needs a deletion strategy and a utilization plan. Another person needs new positive accounts and better payment habits. Another person needs to stop applying everywhere because too many inquiries are stacking up. Another person needs to clean up the budget because the real issue is cash flow, not just credit. That's the part people don't always hear enough about. Sometimes what looks like a credit problem is really a money management problem showing up on the credit report. And I'm not saying that to shame anybody. I'm saying that because once you understand that, you can actually fix the root issue. Let me give you a real life type of example. Someone comes in and says, Fred, I just need these collections deleted. Okay, maybe that's part of it. But then we look deeper and see their cards are at 85 or 90% utilization. They've been making payments late because they're juggling too much, and they don't really have a plan for how their money is flowing every month. So even if a few items come off, they're still in a weak position. Why? Because the foundation never got stronger. Here's another example. Somebody says, my score won't move. I don't understand it. Then we review the full profile and realize they only have one open account. It's newer, and they don't have enough positive history being built. So the answer for them is not just waiting around and hoping. The answer may be building more positive credit strategically and making sure everything reports the right way over time. That's why I always say this is bigger than deletions. Deletions can help. Disputing inaccurate or incomplete information matters. Holding credit bureaus and furnishers accountable matters. But if you remove negative items without changing the habits, structure, and strategy behind the profile, you can still end up right back in the same place. And that's what I don't want for people. I don't want you getting temporary results without long-term progress. I want you to actually understand what's holding your profile back and what needs to happen next. At Livai Financial, that's why we look at the full picture. Yes, we look at credit, but we also look at budgeting. We look at debt payoff strategy. We look at what accounts are helping you, what accounts are hurting you, and what needs to change moving forward. We look at whether your balances need to come down first. We look at whether you need to start building new positive history. We look at whether your account mix is too thin. We look at whether your inquiry activity is too aggressive. And we look at your overall financial direction, because your credit should support your life goals, not keep blocking them. Maybe your goal is to buy a home. Maybe it's to get approved for a vehicle without getting hit with a crazy interest rate. Maybe it's to qualify for business funding. Maybe it's just to stop feeling stressed every time somebody runs your credit. Whatever the goal is, the path should be based on your full situation, not just a random dispute strategy. And I want to say this too. If your credit is in a tough spot right now, that does not mean you're bad with money. It does not mean you're lazy. It does not mean you can't fix it. A lot of people were never taught how credit really works. They were told to pay bills and hope for the best. They were never shown how utilization affects scores, how account age matters, how too many inquiries can hurt, or how important it is to have positive accounts reporting consistently. So if you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or confused, you're not alone. But now it's time to move different. Not just chasing deletions, not just hoping something disappears, not just reacting. It's time to build with intention. It's time to create structure. It's time to put a real plan behind your credit and your finances, because strong credit is not just about what you remove. It's also about what you build. And when you build the right foundation, you put yourself in a much better position for the long term. So if you're serious about improving your credit the right way and you want somebody to help you look at the full picture instead of just guessing, reach out to Fred Livai Financial. Let's figure out what's really holding your score back. Let's build a plan that makes sense for your situation. And let's help you move from frustration to real financial progress. If you're ready to stop guessing and start building a stronger foundation, take the next step with Fred Livai Financial today.